The storm had been raging all night. Thunder rolled low over Brooksville, a sound that seemed to come from the earth itself. Inside the old house on number 14, Claire Rivers sat at her kitchen table, staring at the door as if it might breathe. Her tea had gone cold. Her hands trembled slightly, though the room wasn't cold. Tick, tick, tick. The wall clock dragged its hands toward midnight. For 6 years, she had been waiting for a knock. Tonight, it came. At first it was soft, almost polite. Then, again, firmer this time. Claire's pulse leapt into her throat. She rose slowly, as though moving through water, and approached the door. Her fingers hovered over the knob. When she pulled it open, the storm spilled in. And standing there, soaked to the bone, was the ghost she had been dreading and longing for all at once. Daniel Morris. His eyes, those familiar eyes, met hers. His voice cracked against the rain. "Hello, Claire." Claire had always been the quiet one. Raised by her grandmother, Evelyn, after her parents died in a car crash, she grew up in a house filled with silence and unspoken grief. Evelyn was kind but stern, always reminding her. "Secrets rot faster than apples, Claire. Don't keep them." But Claire had learned early how to keep things hidden. Her best friend, Emily Hart, had been her opposite in every way. Where Claire was cautious, Emily was fearless. Where Claire studied late, Emily sneaked out to meet boys by the river. Claire often felt like she was living in Emily's shadow, yet she couldn't imagine life without her. By the time they were 16, they were inseparable, almost sisters. And then Daniel arrived. Daniel Morris was a summer worker at his uncle's repair shop. He was quiet, polite, but there was something about him that drew people in. Claire noticed him first. She remembered the exact moment. He had been wiping grease from his hands, squinting against the sun, and he smiled at her in a way that made her stomach flip. But then Emily noticed him too. And when Emily wanted something, she usually got it. Soon, the three of them were together constantly. Nights by the lake. Long drives with the windows down. Coffee at the old diner where the waitress always winked at Emily and ignored Claire. And yet, Daniel's gaze sometimes lingered on Claire just a little too long. She lived for those moments. Everything shattered the night of the storm. Emily had been restless all week. Nervous. She kept scribbling in her journal, slipping notes into her bag. That evening, they met at the diner. Emily barely touched her coffee. Her hands shook. Before she left, she leaned close to Claire and whispered, "I know what you did. We'll talk later." And then she was gone. She never came home. The town searched. Police dogs sniffed along the river. Flashlights cut through the woods. Daniel told the police he last saw her walking toward the bridge. But Emily's phone turned up in the woods. Her bracelet was found by the riverbank. Rumors spread like wildfire. Emily was pregnant. Emily had run away. Daniel knew more than he said. And then Daniel left town. Vanished. Now, 6 years later, he was sitting across from Claire in her kitchen. Rain hammered against the windows. "Why are you here?" she demanded. He hesitated, his jaw tight. "It's about Emily." The name was a knife. Claire flinched. Against her better judgment, she let him stay. Daniel's story. Over an untouched mug of tea, Daniel began. "I didn't hurt her. I swear. But she told me something that night, something about you. She was scared, Claire. She was going to leave town." Claire shook her head. Leave. No. Emily wouldn't leave me. Daniel's eyes were sad. She was afraid of someone. She never said who. But I think whoever she was running from found her first. It was a neat story. Almost too neat. For a moment, Claire wanted to believe him. But his next words made her skin crawl. Do you still have the letters? Claire froze. What letters? The ones she wrote. The ones she never sent. The storm outside grew harsher. The power flickered. Daniel asked strange questions. Do you ever go back to the bridge? Do you remember what she whispered at the diner? Do you ever wonder if the past follows us? Claire felt cornered. He knew things he shouldn't. You abandoned me, she snapped. You left me here with all the whispers, all the stares. I didn't abandon you, Daniel said through clenched teeth. I was scared. Not of the police, of you. The words struck like lightning. What do you mean? Daniel's gaze hardened. Emily wasn't going to the bridge that night. She was going to meet you. From his bag, Daniel pulled out a soaked envelope. Inside, a letter. Emily's handwriting. Claire, if you're reading this, it means I couldn't tell you in person. I found out what you did. I know the truth about the accident. I don't know how to forgive you. Claire's world tilted. The accident. Not her parents' crash, no. The other one. When they were 17, Claire had been driving late at night with Emily. They hit something, or someone. Emily wanted to stop. Claire refused. By morning, the story was they'd hit a deer. But Claire had always feared the truth was darker. Emily had discovered it. And she had been ready to confront Claire that night. Claire sank to the floor, shaking. Why are you telling me this now? Daniel's voice was low. Because whoever we hit, I think their family found Emily first. And now, Claire, I think they are coming for you. At that moment, a loud bang rattled the front door. Both of them froze. Another knock. Louder. Angrier. The lights flickered, then died. Darkness swallowed the room. The knocking stopped. Silence. When Claire finally dared to open the door, the porch was empty. Only a folded, rain-soaked paper lay on the step. She bent down, hands shaking, and opened it. One sentence was scrawled in dripping ink. We remember. The storm roared. Claire dropped the paper. And for the first time since Emily disappeared, she screamed. Her scream carried into the night, but no matter how loud it was, she knew nothing could drown out the truth she had buried. The flickering light bulb in the kitchen swung on its cord, shadows stretching like claws across the walls. Claire stood frozen in the dark, one thought pounding in her skull. She hadn't been waiting for Daniel all these years. Someone else had been waiting for her. So now the question remains, what really happened to Emily that night? Share your thoughts in the comment, and don't forget to like the videos, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more stories.